What's up, tribe? We are here. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Told you guys I would give you something tonight. I was trying to give y'all a double header. I ain't got it in me. I just got finished watching Love and Marriage Huntsville. Child, I'm just, whoo, I'm sick of them. I'm sick of them. All right, y'all. Let's get ready to get into this. This is the Real Housewives of New Jersey, season 8, episode 10. Oh, the aftermath of the altercation between Danielle and Jennifer. I'm sick of them too. I am sick of them too. I 100% understand now what Andy was saying about the show not being sustainable with this split. Um, with this split. Y'all didn't watch the episode. Y'all just here for the review. Well, I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all. Um, with this split loyalty situation, it is hard, and it makes it hard for the people who really are trying to not choose a side and just show up and do their daggone job, okay? Because at the end of the day, it's a job. At the end of the day, it's a reality show and it's a job. So y'all gonna have to bear with me because part of the episode did not record. I guess it was storming. Y'all know I got DirecTV, child. So I guess it was storming or whatever when the whole thing went down. So some of the stuff I missed, but I got the gist of it. And I'm sure if Phil come through, he'll drop down and tell me what I missed, okay? But it is the aftermath from the party. And everybody, you know how they got to do. Everybody got to talk about it. We see Teresa and Gia talking about it. We see Dolores talking about it with Paulie. We see Jennifer. Everybody talking about what happened down to the situation. Now, the other thing going on with Dolores and Paulie. Hey, Mr. Willie Brown. Thank you for being a member for 27 months. Thank you. Thank you so much. You be safe as well. Dolores has decided to accept his job offer, so she gonna be working for him. I don't know how that's gonna work out for you, Dolores. I just don't. I don't know. I don't know how it's gonna work out for you. Okay. Now we see Margaret talking to Joe. Child, they are still doing renovations on this house. Listen, I have only been watching. Well, I started over, but I've watched the last 4 seasons of this show, and they have been renovating this house since I've been watching this show. Now, I'm going to say this. Margaret's taste is not my taste, but I can tell that the shit is expensive. Does that make sense? Her taste is a little more eclectic than what I like, but I can tell that it's not cheap. Okay? So we see her, we see her talking to Joe. Joe's been having some medical situations. His, I guess his colonoscopy or what have you, came back abnormal. So they are waiting for the test results. Now there's a very, very real, moment later on in the episode where she called the doctor and found out that his test results came back abnormal. They want him to go get an MRI. You know, after her losing her ex-husband and still really mourning that, she is like, I just cannot think about Joe, like being sick and going anywhere. Joe, on the other hand, is like, I'm good. Don't worry about me. We're good. I'm good. Don't worry about me. But it was a real moment. I feel like that's one of those in today's reality TV world. I feel like it's okay, Tracy. I asked Pam if I could get it because the blogs have it now. When Pam first said something, the blogs didn't have it, but the blogs have it now. So I'm gonna see if Pam will give it to me. She's supposed to be going live later on today, this evening. So I'll see if she'll let me get it. I was feeling down, but as soon as I got a notification about the video, I'm seated and ready, feeling better already. Oh, thank you, Angie. I'm glad that I can bring a smile to your face, even when I'm talking about this shenanigans, child. But it was a real moment. You know, in reality TV these days, we don't get a lot of those genuine moments. And even though I think, obviously, the scene was staged, but I think that this moment was real. When she called the doctor and her reaction, her crying, her response to it, I think was definitely real. Sorry. So then we see Danielle talking with her husband. Of course, they're talking about the aftermath of the situation, but we're also talking about she is doing the relaunch of her Bougie Kids brand. They are relaunching, and she's talking about the party and everything. And she's open to inviting her dad. So she lets her husband handle it. She said, look, you call him, you handle it, but yeah, you can invite him. So that should be interesting with that. So she went on to talk about what happened with Jennifer. And listen, Danielle is one of those people. Danielle is great reality TV. I like Danielle. Last year I was back and forth with her, and I must admit, because I felt like she let them put that battery in her back. But even that made for good reality TV, right? But Danielle is one of those people where it's like, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. So I feel like she allowed Teresa and Jennifer Aiden to manipulate her. She got her face cracked at the reunion. And she's now like, you won't get me twice. So now that she sees Jennifer and she see how Jennifer is moving, she was like, okay, I saw you coming a long way. I saw you coming a long way. And I let it ride the first time. I ate it. I took my hits, but you're not going to do it again. You're not going to get me a second time. And she's pretty much just done with Jennifer. She was like, Jennifer, she's trying to set me up basically and make me look bad. And I don't know what I did to her. I don't know why she's doing it. Now, this is what I'm going to say. Once Danielle explained what the issue was with this so-called, well, I ain't gonna say she is a hairdresser, with this hairstylist and the VIP situation, and then the editors, shout out to producers and the editors, they gave us the clips and showed us Jennifer and Danielle having that conversation at the limoncello party, where Danielle explained what her issue was. And Jennifer admitted that Danielle called her and told her what her issue was, because she even admitted it later on in this episode and was like, but she was yelling at me. And I was like, why you call me yelling at me, girl? And they showed those clips. Baby Jennifer, you set this whole thing up. You tried to put Danielle out there on Front Street, make her look bad, and Danielle just didn't go. See, y'all was used to how these other people be moving, like the Jackie Goldschneiders and hell, even Marge to a certain extent, even Melissa to a certain extent. That's how y'all were used to people moving. But Danielle don't move like that. Danielle is from Long Island. Danielle could have been on Mob Wives, okay? She is from Long Island, or was it Staten Island? Wherever she's from the islands. She from the same islands that the Mob Wives was from. She could have been on Mob Wives, okay? Imagine Drita. For my Mob Wives people, imagine them doing Drita like this. Y'all know what y'all would have got from Drita. Y'all know what y'all would have got from Karen. Hell, y'all know what y'all would have got from Renee. Okay? So that's how Danielle is carrying it. And I don't think that's going to make for good reality TV, because I don't know if she's, by the end of the season, I'm going to see if she's interested in coming back to the table with Jennifer Aiden. But see, Jennifer, you used to playing them crackhead games, and you playing with the wrong one. Danielle is not the one, the 2 or the 3. Okay? But when Danielle explained that the girl that was spreading the rumors last season, that they tried to set her up to repeat the rumor, that Jennifer and the hairdresser wanted to bring her to the party, and Danielle was pissed off about it and was like, what you're not going to do is, once again, you're not going to use me as a pawn. You're not going to set me up, and you're not going to put me in the middle of no bull hockey between Teresa, Melissa, and their whole family feud. I don't want no parts of it. Like, you got me last year, fool me once, you're not going to get me again. So yeah, it was a setup. It was a whole setup. It was exactly what they said it was. It was a whole setup. But anyway, she's also planning a relaunch of her Bougie Kids party. Can I say something? Because I'm gonna probably be jumping all over the place. This review really ain't gonna take that long. That party was really cute. Whoever your party planner is, between your party planner and whatever ideas you came up with, baby, that party was cute. It's the small things that you pay attention to. It's the small things that you pay attention to, right? Like, it's a kids party. It's the launch of a kids brand. She even had a kid DJ. It was so cute. Like, when they first came into the party, they had stations. So the first station, you bedazzled your hair. Of course, that wasn't for the boys. Then they had shoes that they could decorate. Then after they decorated the shoes, they had a photo booth where they could take pictures with the hair and the shoes. And then after that, it was something else. It was another thing that they had, but basically it was like 4 stations of things they could do before they even got into the party good. And then when they showed the food, it was like burgers and fries. Like the party was really, really cute. And you could tell that it was, oh, sorry. It was definitely geared towards kids. And like I said, even the small things she paid attention to, I thought it was really cute. She had a slide, like that the slide, it slid into like the little plastic balls. It was really cute. But anyway, we'll get back to the party chat. So the other thing that Dolores was talking about was, I don't know how we're going, we got to tell, Rachel, who wasn't at the party, and we have to tell, who was it? It was Rachel. It was Rachel, and who else didn't come to the party? Rachel. Oh, Margaret. Margaret wasn't at the party. So Dolores calls Rachel and tells Rachel what's going on. And Rachel is like, what? Like, that sounds crazy. That's team too much. It's way too much. It is ridiculous. Now, Rachel is actually at a benefit for juvenile arthritis. She suffered from juvenile arthritis, and she does, she said she did a camp last year. So this is like a support group for kids who have juvenile arthritis. She said it's a small percentage of kids, but it's definitely, it talks more about how it affected her as a kid, how bad it was for her, to the point where there were times when she couldn't even dress herself because she couldn't bend her elbows. And so it was a nice thing. Her and another friend that she met when they were kids, they met at a camp when they were kids. They do this support group. It was great. I'm glad they showed it. I'm glad they filmed it. I'm glad they didn't cut this scene out of the show. And I thought it was really cool. Now, here's where the episode starts to cut out a little bit. But what I gather is they went to the wedding. Joe did the wedding. And at the wedding, they told the people who didn't go to the party what happened. That's what I gathered. Now, I'm sorry that I missed. If there was some nuance that I missed, if you watched the episode, drop it in the chat. Okay. Joe performed the wedding for Melissa's cousin and his partner. I thought it was really cute, really sweet that Joe did the ceremony. I thought it was really nice that Joe, he cracked a few jokes, but I love to see it. I love to see it, right? Then it cut out to Jen Fessler talking to Jennifer Aiden and Teresa about what happened. Can I tell y'all something? The way that Jennifer Aiden be lying with a straight damn face. Baby, Jennifer Aiden sat there and told these people that she was not the aggressor. And 2, that she did not accuse Danielle of stealing from the daggone charity. Like, her version of the story makes it look like she was just sitting minding her business and she just doesn't know why did Danielle just walk up and attack her? Like, I was like, what? Ma'am, I watched that episode. I saw what happened. We saw what happened. You and Danielle were arguing. Maybe Danielle did get in your personal space. That's fine. I'm willing to accept that Danielle might have gotten in your personal space. But you know what? You started that damn argument. And you could have stepped back. Or you could have just put your arm out like that and said, whoa, 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 you getting too close. You could have done a lot of things. But what you did was, girl, you grabbed the back and you whooshed. Like Danielle said, where I'm from, what she say? I forgot the word now, but she said it. She ain't even heavily implied, just simply, she came right out and said, well, she didn't use the word steal, but she was just like, well, when I do charities, I don't take any of the money, implying that she took some of the money. And Danielle was like, what are you talking about? All I did was pay for costs. I didn't keep any money for myself. Well, you got comp the car. She was like, no, I didn't get comp any of that. I paid for that. I paid for the driver. Everything that y'all got, I paid for. So yes, did I pay the vendors? I paid the vendors. I paid the people who were working, but I did not put any money in my bank account. And Jennifer was implying that Danielle did something nefarious with some of the money, which again, I understand Danielle being upset by it because of, for a couple of reasons. Reason number one, this is going on national television. That is her reputation on the line. Like she said, that was my first charity event. So maybe I didn't do everything perfectly. Maybe I didn't do everything 100% correct. But why not come at me and talk to me like a friend and tell me the right way to do things in the future and try to help me than accusing me and trying to, you know, basically create a storyline. If I were her, I would 100% feel upset because now not only are you putting my reputation on the line, but possibly other charities may not want to deal with me. Possibly you could be, I mean, it could even go to the extent of a criminal investigation. I'm not saying it would go that far, you guys. But again, let's be clear. People have gone to jail from stealing from charities. Let's not act like that's not a serious accusation that Jennifer is making. And I know it's reality TV and I know blah, blah, blah. I don't want nobody to be like, well, they do that all the time. I'm just saying I understand why Danielle was upset. I'm not saying it's the worst thing that's ever happened on reality TV. Let's be clear. I'm not saying that, you know, I'm just saying I understand why Danielle felt some kind of way because I'd have felt some kind of way too. So then Jen Fessler is sitting there eating it all up, right? I feel bad for Jen Fessler, and I know some of y'all are getting ready to be like, I don't feel bad for her. I do feel bad for Jen Fessler because Jen Fessler, remember, first of all, this is only her second season. Last year, she wasn't even a full-time member, okay? Last year, she was a friend of. And she's really trying to play the middle, right? She's trying to be cool with everybody because at the end of the day, Marge is the only person that she's really friends with. Marge is the only person whose friendship precedes this show. The rest of these hoes you met at the same time. You met Rachel the same time you met Teresa, the same time you met Melissa, the same time you met Dolores. You might have seen them around. Y'all might have been at parties and functions together. But the only person she called a friend walking on this show is Margaret Joseph. Okay. But at the end of the day, she is still trying to make her way through this show, just like everybody else is trying to make their way through this show. And yes, she's friends with Margaret, but she's still trying to get her paycheck too. So I don't blame her for if Teresa invites her over, going over there and having lunch, dinner, drinks, whatever, over to Teresa's house. I don't blame her if Jennifer ate and wants to go to lunch with her. Like, that is her job. Hello. And that whole little situation at the end of the episode, again, it cut out a little bit. So if I'm wrong, just simply, it sounds like you watched the episode. So just simply, if I'm wrong about what I'm going to say about this, what happened at the end, you get me together. Okay. You get me together. All right. Messy, Fessy. Yeah, she messy. But I don't think that what she's doing is the end of the world. Because just like last week when they started talking about Margaret and her ass was like, hey, that's my friend. Excuse me, me and Margaret are friends, and they wouldn't stop talking about Margaret, so she exited the conversation. I feel like she's really trying. Okay? Now, some people may disagree with me, and that's okay. That's okay. So, I feel like that's everything until we get to this party. Told y'all this review not going to take long, child. So, we get to the party. Again, I already told y'all the party was cute, the ambiance and all of the things was going on. Well, I already told y'all what happened with Margaret and Joe. I kind of blended that conversation. We saw Margaret talking about Jackie and how her and Jackie, you know, their friendship ain't what it is, child. She got Jackie. She finally got a copy of Jackie's book, right? But Jackie wasn't even on this episode, so who cares? I don't care about Jackie. So we get to the party. Like I said, everybody's at the party. Oh. The other thing is Jennifer Aiden felt some kind of way about Teresa Giudice going to that party. And Teresa was like, look, I'm friends with Danielle. Like, me and Danielle are cool. And, you know, Jennifer was like, I mean, that's fine. I understand. But if it were me, if somebody bopped me in the face, I wouldn't go to their party. I wouldn't want to be around them. But, I mean, I understand. You know, and I said, oh, Jennifer feels some kind of way. And see, this is gonna be with. They said that Jennifer and Teresa are sort of at odds right now. I said, see, that's where that's coming from. That's where that separation is coming into play, because Jennifer feels some kind of way that Teresa is still gonna be cool with Danielle. I said, oh, okay, I see. I see it. I see it. Okay. That's what it's gonna be. That's what it's gonna be. Excuse me. Now they said it's only like 3 more episodes left. They did say this was a short season though, and they are trying to put together some side of a reunion. We're gonna see what they put together. I think they got so much backlash from everybody saying when everybody complaining about there not being a reunion that they're trying to salvage something, child. They're trying to salvage something. Yeah, 13 episodes is nothing. Like normally they have like 18, 19 episodes. So like and they didn't have a second trip. They didn't have a cash trip, did they? Wait a minute. No, because they went to the shore. That don't even count. They go to the shore every damn season. Have they gone anywhere? I guess maybe are they going to go somewhere? Did they not go anywhere this season? Sheesh. Anyway. So everybody's at the party. Like I said, everybody came to the party except for Jennifer Aiden, who, of course, for obvious reasons, Jennifer, she don't count. Jackie, she don't count, child. Because of course we know that excuse me, y'all. I'm sorry. Jen Fessler, the reunion, I don't know. I don't even know. So anyway, everybody's at the party. Like I said, everybody's at the party except for Jennifer Aiden, who for all the cash trip got canceled. Okay, for obvious reasons wasn't there. So of course they got to talk about what happened, right? Of course they got to talk about what happened. And Danielle is talking about what happened. And Messy Fessy. Now here's where I'm going to be with you. Just simply, here's where I'm with you, because Jen Fessler, you got one side of the story. And what I hate is Danielle is telling you her side of the story, and you are sitting there telling her you're like, well, Jennifer didn't say that. Well, that's not what Jennifer said. But the way you said it made it seem like you believed Jennifer over Danielle. It made it seem like you believed Jennifer's version of the story. My internet is acting funky, y'all. I'm sorry. I don't like that, because you were there, but you claim you didn't see it. So if Danielle is saying, no, she didn't just, she shoved me, and no, I didn't knock her upside her head. I hit her with a plastic cup because it was already in my hand, and I reacted. Now, at the end of the day, that's why you call her Messy Fessy. Yeah. This one, on this one, I was with you, because I was like, why would you say what didn't happen when you only have one side of the story? And of course, that's in any situation. People are going to tell the story that's going to be the most advantageous to them. In Jennifer's case, she was just outright lying, child. So as they're talking, and as Jennifer is defending, as Fessler defending Aiden, Teresa comes in. So now, I heard thunder a few minutes ago. Tawana, I just heard some thunder. So now, she's talking about how, well, Jennifer Aiden accused me of stealing from the charity, and here go Teresa. No, she wouldn't say that. No, Jennifer didn't say that. Jennifer wouldn't say that. But you say you ain't see it either, which I don't believe. I believe Teresa saw exactly what happened, but Teresa know that Jennifer was wrong, and so she don't want to say Jennifer was wrong. So now her thing is to just say she didn't see it. I 100% believe that Teresa Giudice saw what the fuck happened. She saw what happened, and she knows Jennifer was wrong, because on last week's episode, on the episode before this, Teresa even said, well, yeah, if somebody pushed me, I'm hitting them back. Yeah. So Teresa know what it is. But of course, that's her friend. And I get it. That's your friend, girl. So you're going to defend your friend. Okay, fine. But your friend was wrong. Your friend was wrong. Now, somewhere along the way, again, this is where the episode cut out. So just simply, this is what I'm going to need you, boo. The episode cut out again. And when it came back around, I guess there was a conversation where Gia was talking about Joe Fuda. Right. Teresa has done way more for less. Exactly, Jessica. Exactly. I guess somewhere along the line, they were having a conversation about Joe Fuda, or what's his name? Fuda. And according to Rachel, she was defending Fuda, saying, no, he didn't do that. No, he didn't do it. No, he didn't do it. Rachel got upset and was like, don't mention his name. Don't bring him up. Don't say nothing. Don't defend him. Don't do nothing. I don't need your help. That's what sound like had happened. So Rachel is pissed off now, walking away, and everybody is telling Jen Fessler, just don't say anything. Just don't say anything. And Jen Fessler is like, but I'm defending him. Like, what do you mean? Like, you say don't say anything, but I'm defending. I am defending. And she kept repeating what she said. She was like, all I said was, no, Joe didn't do that. Or Fuda didn't do that. Fuda didn't do that. Now, I felt like Rachel was doing a lot in this moment. Now, just simply tell me if I'm right. I feel like Rachel was doing a lot. Because if Fessler was defending her husband, what you mad about? I mean, anybody else who watched the episode, tell me, because it really cut out on that part. So I didn't see the beginning of the conversation. But it sounds to me like Fessler was really defending Fuda. And for whatever reason, Rachel was just not happy about it. And Rachel was doing a lot. I felt like Rachel was doing the most. She was walking around, yelling and walking. I felt like she was doing the most in that situation. But that's where it cut. Okay, she was. Okay. See, that's what I'm saying. I just felt like she was doing a lot in that moment. Again, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that Rachel was right. I mean, that Fessy was right. But I felt like Rachel was doing a lot in that moment. I just felt like she was doing too much. It felt very performative. Again, at the end of the day, we get it. You don't F with Teresa. You don't want your husband talked about. But it sounds to me like Fessy was trying to defend your husband when they was trying to say something and put something on your husband. That's what it sounds like to me. Okay. That was pretty much the episode. I told y'all this review wasn't going to be long because it wasn't really a whole lot to say, because I'm going to be honest with y'all, I'm sick of them. I'm really sick of them. I'm sick of this whole split cast situation. I'm sick of this that everybody got to feel like they got to choose sides and you alienating everybody. I'm sick of it. I'm going to be honest with you. I ain't mad at this only 3 more episodes, because this is hard to watch because you can't win. Right? No matter what, if you're in the middle, no matter what you do, you can't win. Dolores, we know at the end of the day, Dolores, for real, her loyalty is with Teresa, but she really tries to play neutral, right? Fessy, I already told you how I feel about Fessy. Danielle was trying to be fair and trying to play it in the middle, and then Jennifer did what Jennifer did. I don't know what the hell Jackie got going on, but it just seems like everybody chose a side. And if you didn't choose a side, now you're an enemy of one side or the other. And it's just impossible. And I'm going to be honest, it's on both sides. I feel like Margaret and Rachel are doing way too much. And I feel like Teresa and Jennifer are doing way too much. It's too much. It's too much. It's too much. But anyway, I told y'all I would give it to y'all, and I haven't. And I have. Tomorrow morning, we'll do Love and Marriage Huntsville about 10:30. Well, I think I set it for 10:20 before I do my workshop, because I've just finished watching the episode. And I guess I could come back tonight. Maybe I will. I don't know. Because Love and Marriage Huntsville ain't going to take that long either, because I'm sick of their asses too. Maybe I'll come back and do Love and Marriage Huntsville tonight, child. Because I'm sick of them. What time is it? It's 8:20. Let's do Love and Marriage Huntsville tonight. Give me about 15 minutes. We'll be back. All right. All right. Talk to y'all later. Peace.